Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. We bring about several conversations in order to bring us to some level of knowledge of how to make the world a better place in the easiest and simplest way possible, and hopefully make your life a little bit better in the process. In any event, if you are looking for life, business, relationship, habit change coaching, would love to be of assistance to you in that way. We can continue to make connections in order to make that happen at PO Perception on Twitter or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either one will get you in touch with me or a member of my team, and then we can go from there, make good things happen. This is the second in our Depressed Kids series. Obviously, children deal with depression and mental health issues probably younger than ever before in modern history. At least when we look at Western culture, that is the case. A lot of that has to do with the amount of pressure placed on young people today. And so, what are some other signs that ultimately can contribute to that or lead in directions of that way? And so, we're going to kind of look at those here. The first thing to kind of look at is not the perception that they're not enough for um, who and what standards is one trying to reach. The perception of trying to gain approval on a consistent basis is one of the most toxic things that any person can go through for a number of reasons. Number one, the constant revalidation and or rechecking around around the idea, or the constant need to feel like I've done enough, I am enough. Will this person accept me? Will this person take me on? Will this person let me be the person I want to be for them? Will they see me in the way I want to be seen? Will they understand me? Will they appreciate me? And all the things associated with that entire mess of thinking ultimately leads to a whole lot of challenges and problems and struggles and difficulties. And a lot of that has to do with the lack of self awareness and self care that people give to themselves in that process. So, when an individual feels that they are not enough, when an individual feels that they have not done enough, that will then lead to a whole lot of challenges and negative self-associations, negative social associations, all sorts of other really interesting things. That's one of those things. And you've kind of got to get to a better place within yourself in order to overcome that. That concept of trying to chase approval also leads to perfectionism. There is no universal perfect, which ultimately means that one who is chasing perfectionism is actually chasing kind of a leading dragon who you're never going to fully feel complete within. The idea there is the concept that when we're chasing perfection, we're chasing something that is ever changing, ever evolving, ever growing, and who defines what is perfect, who defines the definition of perfection for us. And then when we're chasing it, we're wasting time not enjoying daily life. This then leads to lack of self care, almost like a self punishment model, not getting enough food, not getting enough sleep. Both of these things can create imbalance. Obviously, if you're not getting enough food, you're not getting enough nutrients, which then leads the human body to function at a less than optimal level, which then leads us to feel irritable and make relaxing enough to sleep well difficult. So if a person's not getting enough food, then they won't get enough sleep. If a person's not getting enough sleep, then they will have continual mood shifting. So the rapid cycling through moods from happiness to sadness, or from sadness to anger, or from anxiety to momentary clarity back to anxiety. But the fluctuation in mood is another major challenge for these individuals. The next thing there is the lack of enjoyment in day-to-day activities that were previously enjoyed. This is a huge one. So if you see that your young person is having difficulty with kind of getting to a place of understanding where things go in a positive direction, and they're not having fun with previous hobbies, things they enjoyed before, all of that can lead to a number of challenges and problems as it relates to connectedness and overall happiness, peace, and serenity. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.